and welcome to Tiny Table Talk for The Challenge Season 37, Spies, Lies, and Allies, The Reunion, the final Tiny Table Talk of the season. Now, before we get into any of the comments that I picked from my Thursday's review and recap to read on today's show, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Do you have muscles? If you do, you probably had a muscle or two sore. I know I have. I normally get it from working out or sitting at my computer for far too long. That's when I like to reach to the Charles Warren All-Natural Sweet Ginger Vapor Rub. It is made with 6 all-natural oils and butters. And did I mention that the packaging is biodegradable? Another product I love to use is the Coconut Milk and Oats Body and Foot Powder. It's talc-free, baking soda-free, and cornstarch-free, all while keeping my feet sweat-free, and it smells like fresh coconut cake. And right now, if you go to charleswarrenpresents.com and use my promo code at checkout, you can get a discount. All the information and a link is down in the description below. Thank you so much to Charles Warren Presents for sponsoring this video, and now on to Tiny Table Talk. Before we get started, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has watched over the season, whether you started at the very beginning or last season or started in the middle of this season or even just the other day. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I know the season had a lot of peaks and valleys, more valleys than peaks it seems like, but I want to thank you for being here, watching, commenting, because the comments were the best part of the season for me, that even if the episode took a dip in entertainment wise, I could come into the comments and just feel like I was part of a community. And I just want to say thank you to everyone out there, and also a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and I hope everyone has a safe holidays as well. But now, let's start off with the first comment coming from Nicole, who says, I like Amanda and all, but at this point, I feel like she is forcing this beef with Tori because she doesn't want to admit she was wrong about her in the first place. Tori minds her business and doesn't even interact with Amanda, but Amanda swears that Tori hates her and is obsessed with her. I agree, there was some points during the reunion where I was like, okay, this does seem very much one-sided at certain points. Now, not to say that Tori hasn't talked trash about Amanda, because a ton of people have done that just on this season alone. I agree that possibly maybe that it isn't as big of a beef as it could be. It's okay to not like somebody and let it be known, but not to harp on it. So I totally understand where you're coming from. And there were points in the reunion where I was like, okay, this is a little bit maybe going too overboard with Tori, but I understood where Amanda was going, and I appreciated that she was bringing entertainment value to the reunion for me. The next comment comes from Maria Elena, who says, Amanda telling Emmanuel, worry about your costume. I think that was my favorite comeback on the night. It was just really, really funny. And not to make fun of Emmanuel's outfit, but come on now. He was really playing it up with that costume. Moon City comes in with a comment saying, did they really not talk about Priscilla? They did not. She was never brought up at all. She was only brought up once, and that was because many people said that she ate pizza, but there was no talk about the Vet Alliance. There was no talk about Priscilla's big move or anything like that. And she was also not there at the reunion, which I found pretty weird because the way the reunion was set up, there were some people there that I was like, okay, I can see why they're there. And then there were some people there I was like, why are they there? Why isn't this person there instead of this other person? Like, I think Priscilla would have been number one to be at the reunion, but she wasn't there. The next comment comes from Gerald, who says, the finger movement when mentioning Tori and Kels, I had no idea what you were talking about when I read this comment at first, and then I had to go back and watch it. I swear, I've never done that hand movement in my life. That was subconscious, and after you pointed it out, it really made me laugh a lot. James coming in with a comment saying, Logan there to keep the seat warm. For being one of the last rookies left in the game and being at the reunion, you think, oh, maybe he would get a lot of talking parts. Not at all. I mean, Logan was just there, and at certain points, I forgot he was there. Logan, Emmanuel, and Emmy were at the reunion, didn't get a whole lot of speaking parts for the final 3 rookies left in the game, which I think is pretty telling of their gameplay or their impact on the season. I think they did quite a bit on the season, and they did a good enough job to get to the end and be the last 3 rookies there, but it's telling that they didn't really have a ton of questions directed to them in certain points, and even Emmanuel's one question about talking about Michelle was just a jumping off platform to start Amanda and Fessy talking about their relationship. Next up, we have a comment from Tara who says, watching the reunion and it being a snooze fest. I'm not surprised. Glad to be able to hear your thoughts on the reunion as well as the rest of the season though. Let's hope it's onwards and upwards from here. Excelsior! Also, WTF was everyone consoling Josh for? He's a grown-ass man, not a baby. There were points where I was like, why is Nany talking to Josh like this? Or why does he need an apology? Or what? Like, there were so many points where I was just like, why are we getting Josh's input? The game was played, the moves were made, let it be over. Like, and I don't really care what he thinks about Casey and Nany's relationship. But G Vision also has something to say about Josh, and well, maybe Nany, but Nany acts like Josh's mother, LOL. That point where they were talking about Pizzagate, and then Nany just turned around and was like, you were more upset with Tori than with Corey. Remember that. That's what you were telling me. And what are we gonna do next time that somebody comes into the room trying to get you? That's right. We're going to sit down and think about what we're doing and then come to a rational decision. I was like, Nany, what are you doing, man? It sounds patronizing, but to Josh, it's like, oh, she's just being motherly. And I'm like, dude, whatever. Joe Jackson coming in with a comment saying, besides a few people, I sincerely hope they switch up the casting for next season. Wholeheartedly agree. We don't need a continuous repeat of the same alliances and same show we just got. Please, no. Too many people riding other coattails instead of trying to do better. The show has become too much about alliances than competition. 100% correct. It's like the Big Brother mentality. We also got this sort of play back in season 23, Battle of the Seasons, which this season I think shares a lot of similarities with that season, which is not a good thing. So there needs to be something in the rules that is able to break up the numbers like they did for season 25, which was the kill card, which came soon after that because everybody was just writing the numbers game and they had to really change it up. So I'm hoping they figure out some format change to where they can nullify the numbers a little bit so we get actually decent gameplay rather than everybody just being like, we're friends, we're on the Vet Alliance, let's just run this thing until we can't no more, and friendship, just being pushed down our throats every couple of seconds. Brenda comes in with a comment saying, I wish they would have played the clips of Casey trashing Amber to back up what Amber was trying to say, because Casey was not that innocent and wish people held her more accountable. We did see some clips, but there was a lot less receipts being shown about what people were saying and everything than what I remember being in the past. So I would have liked to see more video clips, especially Casey and everybody doing their confessionals talking about Amber, because it still baffles me to this day. I get that some people are not the biggest fans of Amber or maybe saw something on the season, but to me, I still didn't see it, and I would like to know what everyone's deal with Amber is. Next comment comes from Kylie, who says, I watched mine on Amazon and it cut off for me as soon as Amanda and Fessy started arguing and says it's part 1. Ugh, now I'm not going to watch it, so thanks, Drew. I'm very happy it's over finally. This is the biggest annoyance that I found in the mornings, because I get up at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to rewatch the episodes, get clips, and grab the pictures from the episode. And when I went to MTV.com, they only had part 1 up. And I was like, what is this now? Because they were going to split the reunion into 2 weeks, I guess they didn't change their online platform to be able to put out both parts of the reunion at the same time. But yeah, I had to go to Canada MTV to be able to see and get the clips from part 2 of the reunion. Lauren B comes in with a comment saying, did you see where Cam and Leroy announced that they are having a baby? I did. I saw it on Instagram. I saw their pictures on Twitter. I liked and I retweeted. I commented on everything, and I'm just so happy for them. They are an amazing couple, and now they have the best Christmas gift that they could ever get, which is finding out that they are pregnant. It's a little saddening knowing that Cam won't be on the next season of the challenge or on the challenge anytime soon, but I wish them all the luck, and I'm so happy for them. Kate comes in with a comment saying, Emmy, I'm happy for you, but Drew, I skipped that song too. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Also, how did the season last 5 months? I couldn't tell you. I can't believe it. When we were doing the live season review on my channel like last weekend, I just remember looking at the start date and went, how? How did this start back in August? I can't believe it. I got New Hope saying, your singing is better than Alien, which I don't know to take that as a compliment. I feel like it's a low bar to cross. That's just my opinion. Everybody can like what they want. If you like Alien, then you like Alien. But to me, I think it's a low bar to cross to say that I'm better than Alien, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment. LOL, that performance gave me second stage embarrassment. 1000%. I felt the same way. I was cringing in my chair a little bit. But what saved me was everyone's comments on Twitter. That was the best part of Emmy having a performance at the end of the reunion, was getting to go to Twitter and just seeing everybody's comments about the performance, and it was making me laugh a lot. Margie comes in with a comment, laughing, nice acapella, Drew, better than I'm an Alien. Again, I will take it as a compliment, especially acapella. I got a lot of mixed reactions when I would sing on the channel, because I used to do like a mid-season like tribute to everyone who was eliminated throughout the season, and I had some comments that were like, you're good. And then other comments saying, please stop. Don't ever sing ever again. My ears are bleeding. So I kind of went to a piano tribute for the challenge season this season. And I just decided to do some a cappella at the end, because when I was getting ready, I was just, the song came to me and I thought it would be a nice ending. I pulled an Emmy. I wanted to have my own moment, my own musical number at the end of the season. Victor coming in with a great suggestion, saying instead of having Emmys performing Alien, they should have brought in the King's Palace to perform Save the Palace. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have not seen All Stars 2, episode 7, they have a great track featuring Tech, Nehemiah, and the King's Palace Alliance singing Save the Palace. And my goodness, it's awesome. It's stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head, and I've watched the episode like 2 or 3 times, but it's been stuck in my head. And yeah, I would have loved to have seen that performance. That would have been a great transition into the All Stars 2 episode 1 that they did at the end of this episode. That would have been incredible. Double Espresso saying, I cannot believe we made it through this lackluster season. All in one piece, mostly. It was so worth it to hear you sing at the end, though. Thank you again. I don't know if my singing makes up for it, but I appreciate the compliment. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and from reading other comments, I'm glad whoever enjoyed it and stayed that long in the video, thank you for watching the video that long, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I didn't read your comments saying that you didn't enjoy it, so or you didn't make it that far. Daphne coming in with a comment saying, my favorite part was knowing that this season is over. At the end of the video yesterday, I asked what were your favorite part of the reunion. And for Daphne, it's that the season is finally over. That's what her favorite part of the reunion was. No more Spies, Lies, and Allies. Really love to see CT win, but the season was kind of boring. The whole Vet Alliance, Emerald always like, do what I want, no eating challenge. Yeah, not for me. I completely agree. We need eating. We need trivia. Also, we need a better name for next season. I'm telling you right now, I've said the phrase Spies, Lies, and Allies so many times over this season. I will never say those 3 words in the same sentence ever again. That when we talk about Spies, Lies, and Allies, I'm just going to say season 37. I'm not going to go into the whole name. Never. Never again. I've said it too many times. I've done like 40 plus videos on the season. Yeah, 40 plus videos of saying Spies, Lies, and Allies. Never again. And finally, DeAndre puts a stamp on this season saying, I'm just glad that this season is finally over. DeAndre, you, me, and a ton of other people feel the exact same way. We are heading into the off season. We still have the Challenge All-Stars Season 2 going on. It's coming to an end, though. It's going into episode 8, wrapping up, but no need to fret. I have a ton of content coming into the off season. I'm gonna be doing a lot of different things. I'm gonna be doing challenge videos every single week to help scratch that challenge itch that everybody will have during this off season, however long it may be. But I'll be doing other reality commentary videos, as well as looking for new shows to do weekly review and recaps for during the off season for the challenge. If you have a suggestion of a show that you would like me to cover, let me know that down in the comments section below. What is your final thoughts of the season, and what would you like to see the theme be for Challenge 38? I would love to see a Rivals, an X's, maybe a Free Agents 2, something to that effect, something where the pairs are going to actually stick together and they're not going to swap out. Also, at this point, I wouldn't mind seeing the Skulls come back for just to see how the game would be different, and maybe they could come up with a way so that it's not broken or anything. Let me know anything and everything you would like to see happen in Challenge 38 and to the future of the challenge. Let me know that down in the comment section below. But thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really, really soon with more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.